We're out here at East High, joined now by our female high school athlete of the week. It is Quinacy Galbert of the East High Blue Aces. She was the MVP of the Salina Invitational tournament last week. She averaged 16 a game and played great defense for the Blue Aces, and 3 big wins for them as they continue to be one of the best teams in the girls' side of the state bracket. Quinacy, kind of talk about last week in the Salina Invitational.
Yes, it was pretty nice. Me and my teammates, we fought hard, and everything. Even when we had adversity, we fought back, and that's all that matters.
And this has been a really good year for you guys. You guys have bounced back from a first-round state tournament loss last year, and kind of talk about this year's team. What you feel like makes you guys special?
I feel like that makes us special is that we work together as a team. We have people coming from our freshmen, Jada Davis, and our freshmen coming up from sophomores like Tink Lucas. Like they've been stepping up their game, including me, including all of our teammates. So we really just been working really hard.
Yeah. What has the focus been like in the off season and then into this year about, what have you guys been trying to improve upon from last year?
We've been really trying to improve on talking and communication on the court. Last year we really didn't have that much communication, so this year we're really trying to improve on that, and also trying to run in transition a lot. And that's all. Yeah,
and Coach Davis called you the best defender on the team. I'm sure that's something you take a lot of pride in.
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in defense. When offense is not going wrong, you always count on defense. And my coach, the assistant coach, Diavante, he really praises on defense, so he's been teaching me a lot since last year to always be in the gap, always be in help, always help your teammates no matter what.
Yeah, and this week on Friday, you guys have a really big game against it's a matchup that it doesn't happen often. One of the top teams in 6A and one of the top teams in 1A in Little River. How excited are you for that kind of matchup?
I'm so excited because I used to go to independent myself, so I know it's like 2A, but 2A and 1A is kind of the same thing for me. But I'm very excited. This is my first time, playing against a 1A school, so I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and what's the preparation been like this week? I mean, what do you know about them?
All we know is that they have one of their best players, who's number 24. She's really tall, but Jada, she got that. And we just been really preparation on shooting a lot. They press, so like we're just trying to handle the ball. Our guards handle the ball. Be calm. Don't let the environment of the gym get us riled up, because some of our players haven't been playing in this type of environment, so it's kind of hard for us, but we got it though.
Yeah, it's a 1A school, but I'm sure they're really excited for this game.
And it's a small gym too. Also, it's really small, so the crowd is going to be there for their school. We probably not going to have no crowd for our school, but it's okay though. That's all that matters. We have our fans out there, It's okay.
Yeah, it's a unique matchup. I'm sure for them, it's the game they have circled on their schedule, biggest game of the year for them. But for you guys have been battle tested this year. You guys played, lost against Heights and Aquinas, and also against Andover, some of the best teams in the state historical programs. What did you guys feel like you learned from those losses?
We learned from those losses is I believe that we had a challenge and we were put to the challenge, and that's okay because we could have beat we could have beat all 3 of those teams. It was just we just got ourselves too worked up, and I think we just got ourselves too worked up, and it was just all about the communication on the court, who man do you have and all that type of stuff, but it's all right. We got it back. The season's coming around, second semester, so Heights, we'll see you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And for you guys, what do you feel like you've learned about the team this season? You have a lot of new players, like you said, a lot of freshmen coming up and sophomores making strides. What do you feel like you've learned about the team this year?
I feel like I learned about the team is that, I feel like we communicate better, and also, we have a lot of chemistry on the court since last year, coming our juniors from last year and then coming up to our seniors. We have a lot of chemistry on the court, and everybody is not like – we just have a lot of chemistry, so that's all that matters. Just chemistry, beats everything, so it's all, yeah.
Yeah, and Coach Davis, what's it like playing for him?
He's a funny coach. He yells at me, but it's okay. I love him to death. Like, he's been teaching me a lot that I have not known. I was never a point guard. I was always a shooting guard, so me coming up in my junior year and my senior year, being able to handle the ball and distribute the offense really, helps me understand how college is going to go for me and stuff like that, and also for my teammates,
Yeah, for sure. And when did you get your start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball when I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
When I was really young, I was little. And I loved it ever since, so.
Yeah. And when did things kind of click for you? When did you feel like you really started to get better?
I started getting better probably my 9th grade year. I had an ACL tear my 8th grade year, so I had to bounce back from that, so.
Yeah. And what do you enjoy the most about basketball?
My teammates. I enjoy, I just love the game. When you step on that court, everything blocks out my head, and it's just basketball. Teammates, coaches, winning. Even if you lose, it's still a part of the game. I just love it.
Yeah. And who on the team kind of pushes you every day in practice to kind of be your best?
I have to say Jada. You know, she guards me in one-on-one, or Tink. They be pushing me a lot. Also my coaches. So.
Yeah. And what does a pregame routine look like for you? What do you like to do to prepare for any game?
Okay, this sounds probably inappropriate, but I like to use the restroom. You know, take my number 2, and then I listen to music, and then I just block everything out, and I just listen to music. That's all I do, and I just be quiet the whole ride there.
Yeah. And what's your leadership role on the team been like? How do you like to lead some of the teammates?
I like to lead some teammates by just, picking them up when their head is down, and always communicating with them. Always say, I have your back on defense. Help side, I got you. Just always communicate and always say, and always just have their back. Because sometimes your teammates can get down on themselves and work themselves up, but all you have to do is pick them back up. A simple high five, a simple pat on the back. Pick their game right back up.
Yeah, and what is the coaching points of the coaching staff, and what are they kind of telling you guys you need to be shoring up and making sure is all cleaned up by Friday?
Just show up. We're practicing right now. We're just working on discipline and focus. You really got to focus. This team is really decent, so we'll just see when we get there.
Yeah, and what are some of your goals for the season?
My goals for the season is, we already won the Salina Invitational tournament, and my second goal is I know we're going to make it to state, but I want to have another ring, because I have another ring from Independent, but I want this one for my senior year so I can really cherish the moment. And I'm already cherishing the moment because this is my last year of high school. I'm kind of getting sad, but it's all right.
Yeah. What's next for you? What's up next after high school for you?
Going to college, getting my bachelor's degree, keep working in the athlete, as an athlete, go all 4 years, and try to move up from JUCO to D1, and possibly, see if the coaches scout me.
Yeah, absolutely. And for you, what do you like to do for fun? What are some of your hobbies?
I like food. I like to eat. I like to hang out with my friends. I like to drive around, listen to music. I like to, I have fun. I like to have fun. I like to skate too.
Yeah. And what's a fun fact about you that somebody may not know about you?
A fun fact. I don't really have a fun fact. Oh, I like oysters. Nobody likes oysters.
Oh wow, yeah, oysters. I don't love oysters, but that is unique. But congratulations on a great season so far, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.